fish in the water! That was a real one! My heart is pounding. That was like 1,100 pounds. We caught another fish! That's what those hooks supposed to do! Started metering blue marlin on the sonar, and then all of a sudden OB from down here started screaming swordfish. And there it is, high and dry, a 2-footer. There are big fish, you know, granders, 1,100, 1,200, and then there's giants. And we've seen a giant today. And we just caught a swordfish, rod and reel. Number 10! We're ready now. It's on. 6 days, 38 blue marlin, and 28 over 500. Absolutely historical, insane numbers. I can't even comprehend that kind of fishing. I've never witnessed that in my life, and I don't even remember in my lifetime a bite this hot. Everybody's catching them.
Anthony pitched a fish. We managed to clear out quick, and I think the release on that fish was 1:18. It was funny, we're talking about it. There's been so many fish over the past 6 days and so much excitement on the boat that it was real difficult to even remember which was which fish. And normally that's engraved in your head and you remember every fish and how it went down. But releasing 41 blue marlin in a handful of days, all of this size and this caliber fish has just been absolutely incredible, and it's become somewhat of a blur. There it is! Tease it! Tease it! Tease it! Wow!
Look at that thing. Right now. What was it, about 5? 5? I didn't even see it. How many is that? 4. I gotta check in with my union rep. I just got my second win. Oh, let's go. I might have keeled over on that one. Yeah, I hope to find a real big fat one.
Thanks, mate. That's it for you guys. Keep pushing.
one.
In the bone of the lower jaw.
Is that 7? 7. That felt good. Just went like this.
I think we caught 32 in the last 4 days, and something like 16 of them or something over 500 pounds. And it's crazy. They just keep coming, and you know, some of them we let go. We're looking at some video afterwards, and I think we might have called a couple of them a little bit on the small side there, and I think they were a little bit bigger than that, and might have let one go that was pretty close, it looked like. And James got to come along. How many days did you go with us?
I went one.
Just one day. Once in a lifetime. I mean, I think you kind of got to push it.
Oh yeah.
That's a wake-up call.
Steve, you said something yesterday about tons of fish that was caught. You never heard that as a reference to, you know, usually we're talking numbers, but it was like a big number in tonnage.
Yeah, I think he had, did he say 9? Anthony caught 9 tons of fish.
And thinking, you know, he's catching all those fish himself. Yesterday, you know, catching 8, I think maybe he pulled the hook on one, but each time he jumped in the chair, you'd think they'd be getting a little winded.
Yeah.
And one of those fish he caught in less than 2 minutes. That was a very respectable size. 'Cause none of, you know, all these fish are big, and you know, each time we catch one, you know, how big was that one? Well, it's big. Because it's hard to reference these things because there's no little ones to refer to. But yesterday, although 2 of the 8 were under 500 pounds, but that's not much.
Yeah, well, one of them was like 450.
Yeah, so that is pretty incredible fishing. Anywhere.
Yeah, lots of 7s and 8s. You know, it's amazing, and yeah.
That much difference between an 8 and 1,000. It just depends on how round they are.
Yeah, we had a couple pretty round
out.
ones.
We got the gaffs out.
Yeah, we did. We had the gaffs out one time.
Thinking about it.
Don't do that very often.
No, but it's a once in a lifetime experience here right now.
Yeah. So stoked we're here. Thanks, Anthony.
You bet. Thank you.
Cape Verde? Oh, I don't know. No. I think it's a little bit bigger than the one we killed there.
Definitely bigger than 5.
Oh, it's way bigger than 5.
Remember, I don't count. But I think we're just counting now.
We can't count anymore.
What was that?
650. So I was
I thought it was 6, 7.
Yeah.
7, like, I don't know. High 6s.
What do you call that?
What?
What size do you call that?
That was 8.
Yeah, see?
That's what I'm talking about.
Utah's 8, right?
Yeah.
I was calling it 8.
Yeah.
You guys are calling it 6, so we're all fucked up.
He said 5. Like, no way.
Thank you. Hey, James, what you got?
Well, I got my hands full.
Kevin, can you give James a hand for 1 second?
I got it.
Put the coke down.
I can't stop.
Anthony.
Yeah.
James is drinking your coke.
No, I'm not.
I didn't know they had stripers here.
Like a wahoo.
Whoa. Okay, son.
If you hurry
You know, people talk shit about you, but you're okay.
I took the liberty to fill it up for you.
Ice is still good. I was not included. I was not included in this movement, but I was outvoted. Okay, OB.
I was outvoted.
I was outvoted, man. I was outvoted. Good job, boys. OB just looks up and no included.
These are the O-rings for the membranes on the stone. Yeah.
For the spot, right?
What about the weather that's rolling in here? Gonna shut us off in a couple days.
Yeah, we got this front running through, and looks like it's going to be pretty crummy, probably unfishable here the next 2 days. This morning's marginal, 20-25 knots, but we're going to give it a shot here. But looks like it's going to be blowing 35-40, for sure 35. So that'll probably shut us down here tomorrow. Well, we found some mackerel coming in here the other day. Really nice ones, like skin jack size ones. Some of them be really giant ones. Not seeing them here yet today. They're still a little bit short of the area, but if we catch them, we're gonna stick a bunch of them in some tubes here. We're not really set up with our tanks. They're a little bit too big for the tanks anyway. But I tried pitching a live bait gun. This is gonna be our first opportunity to do that. We really haven't found them here at this island before, so pretty excited about that part of it. Hopefully those things will show up here pretty quickly and we can stick a bunch of them in the tube.
Yeah.
David,
Good job.
what was that?
I think it was 7.
Well, we just got back and finished day 6. It's this is the most incredible fishing that any of us, and maybe even the world, has ever seen. I'm standing here soaking wet. Went through 4 shirts today. We had the 2 days off. A storm went by, and the last couple of days it's a little too rough to fish. So we went out today. The front is still going through. We're fishing 20 knots or so. And again, we went 6 for 8 today. And every fish I got in the chair, I got soaked. But we just kept on changing shirts. But 6 days, 38 blue marlin, and 28 over 500. Absolutely historical, insane numbers. I can't even comprehend that kind of fishing. I've never witnessed that in my life, and I don't even remember in my lifetime a bite this hot. Everybody's catching them. Madeira was great in the 90s. It was bigger fish, granders, but stuff over 500 pounds right now is just almost normal. I mean, just to think that 28 of 38 is over 500 pounds, and I got to look at my notes. I want to say 21 of the 38 are over 600 pounds. So just one of the most epic trip ever. We're already at 38 marlin in only 6 days, believe it or not. So it's been pretty crazy fishing. So anyways, I'm gonna go and change because I'm soaking wet. So see you later.
me a rack. I'll do a dry one.
After 8 days of the most phenomenal fishing that we've ever experienced or ever had, we were probably, what, 5 miles out?
Yep, maybe.
I was sitting inside, everybody else is up on top or in the cockpit, and then the poor motor gave out, and I thought, that can't be good. But anyways, that's why we're not out today, but we've had 8 days of phenomenal fishing, 41 fish. Felt like somebody punched me in the gut not fishing today. The best way I put it is kind of like going to game 4 of a 7-game series. We're up 2-1 and sprain our ankle. Ouch. Anyways, so what happened to the motors?
Well, I think we lost a cylinder. Just from the cursory examinations we could do without pulling the head off, but couldn't really find anything super definitive, just based on the forensic stuff that we could find, pulling the oil fill cap off and seeing how much crankcase pressure there was, and pulling the valve covers off and looking at all the assemblies. We couldn't find any broken springs on anything. So really not much too definitive that we have, other than it's running fairly good, just smoking a little bit, and until we get the heads off, we're really not going to know.
So what does that mean? Obviously this trip is over. You know, got robbed, I think 5 or 6 days of fishing. What does that mean for the season for us here?
Well, we got the parts on order. Kevin's rounded up all the parts. We know where all the parts are. We're talking with a multitude of cat dealers, and all the cat dealers are rallying around and doing the best they can, and we've got 3 or 4 hopeful mechanics in various locations that will be able to fly in here hopefully week after next and get this thing going for the next trip. It was just about the trip and how crazy, just insane, 500, 600, 700, 800, bigger than the biggest, something that doesn't even look real, prehistoric back there in the pattern.
Dude, I was just numb to it for like days.
I'm still numb to
It's
it.
just like, is this really happening?
You catch a fish and then we're put in the reset. You get the 2 longs in. We grab the shorts, double both longs.
Yeah.
No time for anything.
But you barely even get anything on the sonar. Come back around where you saw multiple fish and just start to get into the area and another one goes off or another. It's just stupid.
Clearing lines and they come
so
up.
big. We were in the right spot at the right time. Absolutely putting the wood to them.
Championship play.